Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay. So, a very good evening to all, and wish you all a happy Ayurveda day. Uh, so this year, the theme of Ayurveda day is Ayurveda for Poshan. That means nutrition through Ayurveda. Okay. So before beginning, I would like to thank the organizers um, of this webinar of Government Ayurveda Hospital, Varkala, Baiju sir, Ashwati doctor, and everyone, and and also hope that we will have a good interaction on this topic. Okay, so let me start with actually when we discuss about nutrition, I think from morning onwards we have been hearing a lot of seminars, webinars of about nutrition. So the main thing is actually we know many healthy food about, we know things about healthy food, we know about many formulations that are very healthy. And Ayurveda, actually, in the basics, that is the Sutra Sthana, everywhere we have a lot about Dinacharya and Ridhucharya and Annapana Vidhi, and many chapters are there where we get a lot of formulations and many things regarding how to live healthy. But actually, the problem today is though we know everything, but still we are not practicing it completely. So actually, the COVID-19 has given us a good lesson, so that many people are actually now going to healthy habits than before. Okay, so I think that COVID-19 has given a lesson, and that is the main message that is in Ayurveda. That means Swasthasya Swasthya Samrakshana. So that is the key message in Ayurveda, isn't it? So the basic concept in Ayurveda is Swasthasya Swasthya Samrakshana. So that is being practiced now. And the main thing in this Swasthasya Swasthya Samrakshana is nutrition. So because we all develop with through nutrition. So since I am a pediatrician, I may sometimes go much into the dietetics in pediatrics, because that is the topic that we always follow. So that is very important, but because nutrition in children is very important, because whatever you eat in the first 2 years of life, that is actually the basic stone or the milestone in your development. Okay, so that lays the foundation. So the nutrition in the first 2 years of life, we have to give more importance. Okay, so as you all know, that is breastfeeding is the most important during the first 6 months of life, followed by complementary feeding, and and followed by very healthy food that we will explain in detail later. Okay, so before going into the various recipes and various food formulations that we have, actually, is it we must understand that not only food. See, when we consider the more dietetics or the modern nutrition or diet, when we meet a dietitian, actually what they explain to us is about the amount of carbohydrate, protein, fat, like that. Okay, not that what you are taking is they are not giving more importance to whether the food that is being ingested is properly digested or not, or properly absorbed or not. So that is very important. So that is the thing that Ayurveda is giving very importance. Okay, so the timely what when or the feeling of hunger. Okay, if you feel the proper digestion of food, that is the uh, basic stone of your healthy life. If you are healthy, you will feel hunger at proper time. Okay, so that should be given more importance before giving what about the various recipes and everything. We all know many healthy food, but actually, what is practicing or how you practice eating food? That is the main problem with our, particularly people in Kerala. They actually what everywhere we have what hotels, what short mm, eateries like that. Okay, so what they do is they just eat food only for the taste. Okay, so they don't consider the hunger, whether they are hungry or not, or whether that food is good or not. Only the taste is the most important thing. So that should be addressed in the initial. Okay, so with this we will begin. That is in Ayurveda, where we consider nutrition, actually the timely food. Okay, so annam kale apyavahridam koshtam prana anilahridam द्रवेर विभिन्न संगादम नीदम स्नेहेन मार्दवम संदुक्षित समानेन पजत्यामाशये स्थितम औद्दैर्य अग्निर यदा बाह्य तालीस्तं तोयतंडुलम. Okay, this is from Ashtanga Hridayam. So everyone knows this shloka. Actually, annam kale apyavahridam. That means that is the main thing for the proper digestion of the food. So timely ingestion of food. You should eat food only when you feel hungry. So that is the most important thing for your proper nutrition. Okay, so annam kale apyavahridam. Then and other things are also essential for the proper digestion of food. That we all know, that is even when we go into the each steps of what eating food, we have to consider everything. That means the step-by-step process that you are taking the food, or the time of taking food, that you should take food when you are hungry. That is annam kale. Then how you should ingest? You should eat it slowly, not so fast and not so slow, in a medium pace, and for proper ingestion, for proper deglutition or swallowing of the food. In you should the proper functioning of the prana vayu is very essential. Okay, so that also should be taken care of. Not only the food that you are eating and how it is going in, that is also very important. So the proper functioning of prana is also very important, and with that the food reaches our stomach, and there should be the drava, or the digestive juice, for the proper splitting of the food particles. That is also being explained in detail. Is draver vibhinna sangadam. Then there should be a softening. Okay, so the sneha is also very important. That is why it is said that you should not eat very ruksha food. Every food you should eat must have a little sneha in that. Okay, so a small amount of snehana is very important, because now people are some people are actually eating food completely devoid of fat. So that is actually and very wrong. And now also in modern science, the concept of cholesterol, isn't it? So earlier hypercholesteremia is changing, isn't it? So snehasaro ayam purishaha, that concept is coming back. Okay, so now they are saying that you can eat sneha. It is not the the cholesterol in the food that you eat that is creating the problem. Okay, so that has been told already in Ayurveda, that little snehana is very important for the proper softening of your food. Then after that, the samana vayu, that is important for the normal functioning of the pajaka pitta. Okay, so through the action of the samana vayu and the pajaka pitta, the food gets properly digested, and that will be properly absorbed. Okay, so then after that, the proper absorption of the food, it goes down by the action of the apana vayu, and the feces is eliminated out. The kitta bhaga is eliminated out. The prasada bhaga is absorbed, and after that the kitta bhaga is removed. Okay, so this we all know, and this is very essential. So whenever we discuss about the Poshan in Ayurveda, we always say about this takra is good, shali is good, everything like that. So that is not enough. We have to kale, annam kale abhyavahridam. That is very important. Okay, now everyone knows about the healthy food, but the method of eating food is the most important thing in the present time. Okay, so in the what American Society of Nutrition's research needs, or the what are the future research plans, in that also the main thing that is being dealt is variability in the individual responses to diet and foods. Okay, so that is being explained in detail in Ayurveda, that what food you should eat if you are a Vata Prakriti person, or you are a Pitta Prakriti person, or you are a Kapha Prakriti person. So the difference in the food. So it is not like that a dietitian recommends you to eat this much amount of carbohydrate, this amount of protein, this amount of fat. It is not the same for everyone as per Ayurveda also. So we have different, like that the food that the adi kadu or very spicy food is not at all recommended for a pitta prakriti person. Yes, a kapha prakriti person should also eat food to a what on a very optimum level, and vada prakriti person can eat little more food. Okay, so like that individual variation. So that is the subject of research actually put forward by the American Society of Nutrition. Okay, so actually Ayurveda people like you are young doctors like you have a very good future in if you research in this field. Okay, then healthy growth and development and reproduction. So that is very important, because healthy growth, development, and reproduction I already told, because uh, the food that you give to your children, so that is the basic stone of their future, and that will only help in the proper production of their gametes, etc., and thereby the next generation. Okay, so the food is very important, even though we say everywhere what you should not eat like this, and still the sale of everything, that is the preservatives, the food that is rich in preservatives, color, everything is going in a high pace. Okay, so after the reopening of the or reopening of hospitals and everywhere after COVID, what we see is the children that is coming to our OPD is the main complaint is obesity. Okay, obesity and hypothyroidism. So actually, when we inquire them about their food habits, what we find is they were eating a lot of snacks, though they were not going out. What their parents were getting them snacks, or they were preparing special foods, or which is rich in high calorie, and they were giving it to their children. They were also adding additives and some additives and coloring or food colors also, so that they will get food like that is in hotel, because they cannot go out. Okay, so such practice has been increased during COVID-19. You can see in YouTube and Facebook that everyone is preparing new food, isn't it? During COVID time, because they don't have to go for work and all. Okay, so actually that has created a big problem among the children, because all these have been eaten by the children without without taking care of their kala or anna kalam. So the anna kalam is very important. Okay, then health maintenance, then medical management, that is medical management through food. Then nutrition related behaviors are also there, because as you all know, anorexia, then bulimia like conditions are also there. So then and autistic children, they also have a special type of diet nutrition, because they prefer some specific food like that. Some autistic children prefer only what crispy food like chips, like that. So such problems are there, and they don't like that slimy nature of food. So such nutrition related behaviors are also there. Then food supply and environment. Actually, that is also very important, because the COVID-19 period has been positive in that sense. That means many people have started growing food, vegetables, everything uh, in their own house. Okay, so then many researches has been carried out, which are actually supporting what we were recommending through Ayurveda. Okay, for example, the effect of the gut microbiome, the concept of gut microbiome. Okay, so the vitamins and everything are improving gut microbiome. Okay, so that has been recommended. Actually, our pathya ahara, which are actually mainly contains what vitamin-rich food like amla, what kharjura, and shaliannam. So like that, they're all rich in vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin C, like that. Okay, so actually these vitamin-rich food are actually improving their gut microbiome. The concept of probiotics, isn't it? Then the gut microbiome and the gut-brain axis, etc., has been evolved in the present time, isn't it? And actually, these has add on to the add on more what positive thoughts on the concepts that we had in Ayurveda, isn't it? So our concept of the Agni Moolam Belam Pumsam, isn't it? So the importance of Agni as well as the importance of Resadadu and the concept of Resadadu in Unmada or the psychiatric disorders. So all these are interconnected. Okay, so that should be taken, and all these are being proven nowadays through the researches. Okay, then so as you all know, our treatment, that is it is personalized medicine. So for treatment and everything, actually we are taking into consideration every desham, kalam, belam, everything along with that aharam is also very important. Okay, so through aharam mahabhaishijyam, isn't it? So aharam is a mahabhaishijyam, and also it is being widely used in treatment. Okay, because people actually are reluctant to come to Ayurveda because they are saying that if you come to Ayurveda, they have to do pathya. Okay, or that means pathya ahara. So as they are not ready to adjust their food habits, they are not coming to Ayurveda. But actually, they are not understanding that food or their bad food habits are the cause for their disease condition. And what we are doing is the removal of the etiology. That means nidana parivarjana. And they are not ready to do that. So actually, and if they are doing that, only their disease can be reduced. Okay. So then, so our ahara or our food, the concept of food in Ayurveda, actually the food should be satmyam, isn't it? So satmyam, that means it should be congenial. Okay, that means it should be practiced through the generations. What you should eat, or the digestion or the digestive enzymes are being regulated by your genes, isn't it? So the genes that you have has been carried from your forefathers. So even the genes for your digestive enzymes that produces your digestive enzymes are being carried forward by from your forefathers, isn't it? So what they had eaten, it will be congenial to us also. So it will be properly digested. But if you introduce new food, it will take some more time, isn't it? Actually, our forefathers in Kerala used to eat more rice, isn't it? They were using only rice, no wheat was there. Even when we were young, we did not have we would have chapati once in a year or something like that. It was not at all a regular food in Kerala. In Kerala, everyone used to eat rice. But now what happened is there was a major shift in the food habit, isn't it? By I think nearly around the last 15 years, the basic cereal has been gradually changing. Now on almost all houses of Kerala, they take actually half rice and half wheat. So there is a major shift in the basic cereal of the community. Okay, so but now now everyone, all of them, means most of the people have no problem with the digestion for wheat. I think it will have gradually. That means the epigenomics and the nutrigenomics, the food that we eat can change your genome. Okay, so maybe gradually by around that 10 to 15 years, your genome may have some change due to the food that. So in by the next generation or our children, they will feel very easy to digest the wheat. That means chapati and everything. Okay, so like that, gradually there will be change in the digestive capacity and the nutritional habits. Okay, that is actually part of evolution. We cannot prevent that, because even our tapioca, it was not a not a native of Kerala, isn't it? But it came to it was brought to Kerala, and the people started eating it, and it became a staple food of Kerala. So gradually, every time there will be change in the food habits, because that is due to the globalization, and also due to the evolution of the human beings. Okay, so the globalization will bring newer food to us, but it takes time to for your GIT or for your digestive system to digest these foods. So that is what we have to consider. Okay, so only pathyam pado anapedam. Pathyam, it should be pathyam. Okay, and pado matra. So everything, that means if you are changing your diet, you should change it by 1/4. Not that every time or the 3 times you should take a new food. That means like, for example, now people are eating a lot of what um that pizza or noodles, everything like that. So that is actually very heavy, cheese and everything. And the quantity that they are eating, that is also very high. Actually, that should be eaten in a very less quantity. So, and because it is rich in that much calories, okay, and that is being used by people in very cold countries. So ours is a little bit our climate is little bit hot. So we don't want that much calories, isn't it? So that is the problem. So the basic cause of NCDs in Kerala is actually the shifting of the top loading food pattern that I have already mentioned. And another important main problem with the people of Kerala is actually the lack of physical activity. So we are eating a lot of food, lots of calories, but there is a severe lack of physical activity. So physical activity is not at all a part of our life, because exercise, isn't it? But still, now people are changing a lot, and they are giving more importance to exercise. So that is actually a good sign. Um, okay, so that you should consider. And while considering, while coming to the food, actually, what you have to look is the food should be actually rich in shad rasas. Okay, it should have the 6 taste, and it should have ushna and snigdha. Okay, so it should be rich in madhura, amla, lavana, kadu, tikta, kashaya. So what you have to see is that you should not use a single rasa, okay, in a large quantity. It should be a mixture of all these rasas. Okay, so that is actually we are being the basic food of Kerala that is being practiced. That is take our avial. So avial will have all the what it will have padolam, it will have what banana, it will have what drumstick. So and it will have brinjal and carrot, and everything will be there. And it will have actually a shadrasa, isn't it? It will have all the 6 taste, and that is actually a very good food. And even if you take the modern what food, some soup, vegetable soup, if you take, or even chicken soup, clear chicken soup with some vegetables, that also will have all the 6 rasas. So these are actually healthy food. It is not that a healthy food is not tasty, but you can make what every healthy food or tasty healthy food. Okay, then uh, then see, this is what we are telling about the shifting from the food pattern. Okay, so the main diet, that is the congenial to the non-congenial food. So actually, these were all congenial to our forefathers and congenial to us. So now we are shifting due to the globalization. We are shifting to some other food. So it is not that much problem. Actually, one burger is actually not that problematic. The bun actually it is a pre-cooked food. So that is the problem with the bun. But it will have vegetable, it will have meat. So it is actually a complete food. If you avoid that cheese and every what fatty thing in that, actually it is not that much what junk food, as you all say, because it contains all the nutrients, and it is a complete food, or it is a daily used food in European countries. isn't it? Like we eat rice, rice and the curry every day. Okay, but the problem is the cheese and everything that we add. Okay, so it is actually necessary for that place. So that desham food varies according to the desham, isn't it? So that is actually necessary for that country because of the cold climate there. Okay, so that should be taken care of. Whenever we use such things, it is not that we should not use such things. We can taste or we can try these type of food, but it should be in very little quantities. Okay, very little quantity you can try, you can taste. Okay, actually, that is when the concept of pathya we say no. So you should avoid or you should remove that apathya food in your diet on 1/4 gradually, not that uh, what completely one day you are shifting, you are a non-veg up to 40 years of age, and that day when you come to an Ayurveda doctor, they are saying you should stop all the non-veg food, and from today onwards you should become vegetarian. So it is not recommended. You should gradually stop it. Okay, so like that, if you're taking newer food, you can take it gradually, little by little. You can taste, but it should be taken care that it should have only the sufficient quantities, and you have proper agni, you have proper exercise. Okay, and it should be devoid of all that additives and coloring agents. Okay, so then, and along with food, you should also look into the other upastambhas, trayopastambhas, that is nidra, aharam, nidra, brahmacharya. So we all know that, and it should be taken care of because nidra and all are very important for proper digestion. So if you are not sleeping properly and you are taking food, sometimes it may not digest properly. Okay, so for proper nutrition, this is also very important. And as you all know, gramya ahara, that means fast cooked, pre-baked. That is what I was telling about the bun and all. And amla lavana kaduk shara ahara, these should also be removed. And ruksha ahara. Okay. So, and this Paryushida ahara, then Guru Pudi ahara, ama mamsa, etc. These are all these things should be very less in quantity, or if you eat there is more chance for you to get disease. Okay, if you are not so fit. Okay, or that is what it is done. If you are vyayama shila, if you are healthy, then it won't make cause problem. But after you get aged, the food you had eaten earlier would create problems later. Okay, so this everyone knows because I think uh, we all know about healthy food. Um, if anyone volunteer to tell about the food that you have eaten today, because we know that we know what is healthy food, but we are all but no one is practicing this food. So that is actually the problem for us. So so we should think of what we have eaten day, or if it's healthy like that. So so anyone, so let us just take it as a case scenario, and we'll look into whether the food that you have eaten is right or not, like that. Will it be good in this for this session? Aishwarya, will it be good?
Hello.
Whether I will ask like this in
Sure, ma'am. Please.
okay. So can you say what food you ate today? Are you volunteer to say what food you ate today in the morning? Was it what you took food when you had appetite, or kale aharam, whether it was what ushna aharam, whether it was what you ate it slowly, you enjoyed it.
In morning, I took dosha.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
It was
Dosha and
dosha and potato curry.
potato curry. Okay. Okay. So dosha and potato curry. So do you think that dosha and potato curry is what, healthy, or is it okay? Aishwarya. So just I ask because everyone will say, because what is the problem with dosha and for a healthy adult, you are actually aged for a healthy adult. Dosha is actually not that much problem, but actually in the concept of Ayurveda, it is what, it is a pishtannam, isn't it? It is a pishtannam because the batter is being what, grinded. So it is a pishtannam, and also it is fermented. Okay, it is fermented, and it has that ushna sniktha guna rich urdu dal, isn't it? Masham. Okay, so that is the problem with what, dosha, isn't it? But if you are healthy, actually now they are recommending even this fermented food because it is rich in probiotics, they are saying, isn't it? But if you use continuous use of such pishtannam and that fermented food is not at all healthy. We can use once in a while or weekly once or like that. It is okay, but if you continuously use that may create, or if you have any skin disease, or if you have asthma like that, that may exacerbate the condition, isn't it? So, and you have to look whether you took the food when you had what, appetite, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
At what time actually?
I think after 10 o'clock.
After 10 o'clock. Okay. So after 10 o'clock means it is what? You will have been more hungry, isn't it? So that is actually what, if you have, if what, the time when you wake up, it varies according to person, isn't it? Because if you are waking up at what, 9 o'clock and you are eating food at 10 o'clock, then it will be okay. But if you are getting up at 5 p.m. or 5:30, I mean 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. and you are taking food at 10 a.m., then it will be a long time, isn't it? So it will have your Agni will have a vidaktha, isn't it? Pitta dushti would have happened. So that will be problem. Okay, anyway, thank you, Aishwarya. I just asked. Okay, so we will continue. Me, it's not that we means, because I have been taking this nutrition classes from, I think, from a long time. So everywhere, every time we what, we teach people about good food habits, and every time everything, and even in seminars and everything, no, we teach about good food habit, and in the seminar food lunch we will have what, very heavy diet, very heavy food. What, only no fruits or vegetables will be there. Some biryani or some fried rice and chicken and like that. Okay, so that we have to change actually. Otherwise, our children will also follow like that. Okay, so anyway, we should also try to. It's not that we should not taste all this food. Actually, we can improve like this soup and all. It is very healthy, and this what we say, this grilled chicken, that is all, they are all very healthy. And actually we just have to shift to the amount we take, and also shift or reduce the amount we take, and also we have to add some what, fruits and vegetables along with the food we take. Okay, so that is all we have to do actually. Then what we have to avoid, particularly in children, is, this is actually, these are all the first one is the ingredients of a what, a health drink. Another one is a biscuit, and another one is a bread. Okay, so what you have to look into is, we have to look into the ingredients of everything whenever we give to a children. The first one, there is wheat flour, malted barley, isn't it? Milk solids, wheat gluten, and the problem with the thing is emulsifiers, INS 471. Then INS 471. Then acidity regulators, isn't it? So INS 50. So these are all actually the things that create problems. Okay. So the additives, these E120, E414. Okay, these are all parabens. The preservatives use the parabens, methyl chloroisothiazoline, BHT, BAT, formaldehyde. So many such preservatives are there in the food, that means biscuits, health drink, bread, everything like that. Okay, so these are actually the problems. It is not that when you take a single biscuit it will create a problem. Actually these are all what derivatives of what glycerol, mean that fatty acids. Okay, so what they do is they will gradually accumulate in very minute quantities in your body. Okay, so if you what usually children do is they will eat one full packet of biscuit in a day. Okay, and they will again buy these biscuits and they will start what eating these packets of biscuits per day. So if they continue like that for nearly what 10 years or 15 years, the amount of these chemicals that will accumulate in your body, you can imagine. So actually these type of food, if you prepare a biscuit at home, it won't create that much problem. Okay, because we won't add these type of what preservatives. Okay, or if you prepare such things, such cake or what bread like that in your home with only that wheat, butter, or egg or something, milk like that, it won't create that much problem. Okay, so in that way you have to change the food habits of your home as well as your children. Okay, so then Dadi, as you all know, it is Guru Abhishanti Viruddham. So it is difficult to digest. So that is a problem. It is not that Dadi is completely what not at all recommended. You can eat Dadi along with the what sugar or amla or what green gram, mudgam. Uh, but you should not. It is not good to eat if you means that is heavy. That should be kept in mind. Okay. Then adimatra aharam is actually not recommended. And also when you take into exercise also, over exercise is also not at all recommended. Okay. And actually when we deal nutrition, we have to also look into the psychological aspects, your feelings, your anger, sadness, stress, everything can cause the agnimandyam in you, and that may also cause what improper digestion. Okay, so the methodology of eating, as I already told, that is the very important thing. So it is this is from as you all know, every textbook sutrasthana will have this one, and we should try to do all this. That is, the food should be ushna, it should be snigdham ashniya, that is should not be dry, and matravadashniya, that means optimal quantity, that means uh, one third should be the solid food, and one third should be liquid, and the rest should be free, isn't it? So that it is not adimatra. Okay, then jeerne ashniya, you should eat food only after the proper digestion of the food you have already taken. Okay, so Udgara Shuddhi is a feature, isn't it? Udgara Shuddhi is a feature of proper digestion. So that should be taken care of. Then Virya Aviruddham. Okay, Virya Aviruddham should be there. That means nowadays we are actually taking a lot of Virya Viruddham. That means we are taking that cream of chicken soup, isn't it? So like that everywhere, that mayonnaise, everything. Actually, they are all almost Virya Viruddham. So try to reduce the quantity of that type of food. Okay. Then Ishte Deshe Ashniya. That means ideal place with friends and family. So that is actually very good if you can do like that. Now the Drudam Ashniya. So we all know food should not be eaten in very high speed as well as very slowly. Okay, optimal speed should be there. So that is a problem with when you are go for working, or when you are a working person, you will find it little bit difficult, but it is better if you can take your food to your workplace and have it slowly, then also it is good, so that you can avoid eating hurry. Okay, and you have also not a choking, isn't it? Choking is very common, isn't it? Choking is a very dangerous thing if you are eating food in very high speed. Okay, so that should be taken care of. Then so towards conclusion, coming to the conclusion, coming to the nearing end of my presentation, I would like to, you all know all these healthy recipes, aloe vera, shariba syrup, so amla syrup, isn't it? Then amra panagam, then mamsarasa. Mamsara is also a very ideal food for children. particularly now children will have vitamin D and calcium deficiency, isn't it? And also for improving their appetite, also Mamsarasa is very good. Or Mudga Yusha. Mudga Yusham, that means Mudga, green gram plus what? Ginger, garlic, then what? Black pepper. So like that, if you give, that will also tasty. And you can add coconut milk in the end so that it will become more tasty. Okay, so that you can give, and amla syrup along with mint also you can add. That is also very healthy for children. So honey amla, as you all know, teen nellika, that is also very good. And this curry nellika is also a preparation. Actually, there was a book called Bala Kiranam. What? Prepared by the our department of Kamarapatya Government Ayurveda College, Trivandrum. It contains all these recipes. And if you have any doubt, you may ask, I will tell you. Then Kari Nelika is actually a preparation of what? Amla and our curry leaf and ginger like that. And it is like a, what? You can use this Kari Nelika instead of your pickle. Actually, pickle now, it is more what? Kadu levanam, Kadu Amla levanam. So this Kari Nelika will be a very good alternative for your or if you are in a hostel or staying like that, then you can use this curry nellika. It will be healthy. Okay, and also it will almost nearly serve the purpose of that pickle. Okay, then buttermilk, as you all know, takram. That is a very good food, and you should always recommend everyone, except that kandhya, or if you have any throat problem, then avoid it. Otherwise, you can use buttermilk, or we say that kalam, like that pulisheri we prepare in Kerala. No, it is also very good food. Okay, very good food that improves the digestion and absorption. Okay, then other preparations that you usually for children, that is Shiva Modaga, Sri Ratna Modaga, and Sri Ratna Modaga actually now is being prepared by the Aushadi, Nutri-Mix, Sri Ratna Nutri-Mix. So it has that kadali, banana, and many other ingredients. And this is also, actually, these are all good for malnourished children. Siddha Kashmediyadi Vadaga, and thereby improving their Poshana. Okay. Then Priyala Majjadi Modaga. Priyalam is actually Priyanana. So Priyalam is Uchanania Lanson, that is actually a what? A nut like. I think in North India, people are using it in sweets and all, isn't it? So Chironji, it is called Chironji in Hindi. Okay, so this Priyalam Ajadi Madara, you can use instead of Priyalam, you may use Badam like that for preparing this modaka. Okay, and it has, the combination is very good because it has puffed rice. That means laja. Laja is the main thing used along with this Priyala, so that the formulation becomes what? Actually, this Priyala is very heavy to digest. So in combination with Laja, it will be more easy to digest. Okay, then Laja Ardragam, as you all know, Malarinji in Malayalam. So Laja Ardragam, it is a combination of that ginger and puffed rice, and plus this sugar candy. Okay, actually it's a very healthy food. You prepare it, it will be very tasty, and you give it to your children. It will improve your the appetite of the children, and it will also help to improve their portion. Okay. Then various studies have been conducted. Actually, the concept of breast milk vishesha, I just put it because even though we are saying about poshanam in children, this breastfeeding, breast milk is important. And the concept of when you are recommending breast milk, you should also think of vitiated breast milk or Stanya Dushti. And this Padadigana Kashayam is actually very good in this. And this study on Priyala Majadi Yoga has been conducted. Then a Kushmanda Avaleha is very good in malnutrition in children. Because I am saying this because now it is the time of Kiranam, isn't it? The COVID-19 in children. So at that time, to prevent the COVID-19 in children, the best thing is to modify their diet. Okay, so it is not that every time you should give a drug or medicine to the children, because it is Veerya Pradhanam Aushadam. So Aushadam, giving continuous Aushadam to the children, it will actually prevent the proper growth and development of children. Okay, so better to change to Rasapradhanam Ahara. So Aharam, which is Rasapradhanam, will be very good. So you modify the Aharam and give it to children, and that will help to improve their immunity and thereby prevent COVID-19. Okay, so then Siddha Kashmiriyadi, Shirabhaga, then Vidaryadi Yoga, Drakshadi Krida. Okay, so these are all actually very good in Poshana in children. Okay, so coming to the, I think it is almost 1 hour, and everyone will be busy for this Ayurveda day. From morning onwards, you will be hearing about this about nutrition. So I'm just concluding. That is, Nityam Hidahara Vihara Sevi Samikshagari Visheshu Asaktaha Tada Sama Satyapara Van Aptoba Sevija Bhavatya Yoga. That means if you take proper food, proper vihara, and then and other psychological aspects, as you all know, samikshagari. So you should look into things and do it fairly. Okay, and you should be very see things, see everyone as almost everyone as equal, and always say truth. Okay, so such things will prevent all diseases, particularly in this COVID-19 era. This slogan is very apt. We can prevent any disease with this. Okay, so Nityam Hidahara Vihara Sevi. So that is also the Aharohi Mahabhaishajam Uchede, isn't it? So Aharam is the best food. I mean, best medicine. So you should consider this. It is not that we always talk about food, good food habits, good what vihara, good lifestyle, everything, but you should try to practice it in our life. Okay, by not that you should completely but go to that olden age and follow the food habits of that time. We can what taste food. We can accept the changes that has come by through globalization. But the basic principles of Ayurveda that we have studied. So that is Shadrasam. Okay, then we have told Kale. Then what Snigdhamashniya. Okay, so that things should be kept in mind whenever you start eating food. Okay, so and various things we have to consider. Prakriti. It is not that you should eat the same quantity and same type of food that your husband should eat, because you will be of different prakriti, isn't it? So that should be taken care of. And I think we'll go into what if you have any doubts or such thing, then you can ask. So
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Dear participants, next we go to the Q&A session. If you have any doubts, please raise your hand or type in the chat box. Dear participants, if you have any doubts or questions, please raise your hand or type in the chat box.
See, these are actually the preparation. I don't know whether you know Malayalam or like that. So this is Mamsarasam. Actually, it should be how to prepare Mamsarasam like that. So actually, that Tippali, then barley and kulatham and nagara. Okay, 1 teaspoon along with 200 grams of either mutton or chicken. Okay, and add 750 ml and reduce it to 200 ml. So this is actually the preparation of Mamsarasam that we follow here. Then Ten Nelika, as you all know, what Ten Nelika means what amla and honey. Amla and honey you add amla and add honey to that and keep it for 1 month and then use it. Okay, so that is how it is being prepared. So this is actually the book that we wrote in our department. So that is why I took it like that itself. Okay, and Sri Ratna Modagam, that is actually very healthy food because it is very rich in vitamins. Because it is rich in madhugam, then madhugam, and kadali and mudgam. But it is a little bit difficult to prepare. That is the problem because it will be very sticky if you prepare that. So that is the actual problem. But the Aushadhi had granulated it and made it into Sri Ratna Nutri Mix. And that is being available. That is available in our department actually.
Thank you, ma'am. I think there is no doubts for anybody.
Okay.
So shall I wind up, ma'am?
Oh, sure.
So thus we come up to the end of the session. Before winding up, I take this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. LEKSHMI ma'am on behalf of GDH Varkala. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your valuable times with a great session.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. And if you have any queries, you may please mail or WhatsApp. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I once again thank each and every participants for your active participation. Thank you all.
Okay.